Hi Bibiana, welcome to this year's End Conference in Zurich. You are referee in the German National Football League. This year's topic is about master plan for negotiations. Now in your profession, can you tell me, when you go to the pitch, what is your master plan?
Oh, first of all, thank you so much for the invitation, having this possibility being here. I'm super excited and it's really interesting, like hearing all the different topics from different angles. So I really appreciate being here. And as a referee on a football pitch, of course you need to have a master plan instead a match plan, because you need to know like which persons do you gonna meet on the field, like how are they, how do they behave, like what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and how's the team strategy, like how do the squads behave, how do they play, how's the strategic. And so you prepare as much things as possible before you enter the pitch, like the circumstances, like how's the scoreboard and everything, to be not surprised by anything happens on the field, because there are always different circumstances you don't know beforehand. So you always need to be flexible, like in things happening, and you have to react. But as much as possible, I want to act, so I have to know what's going on around me.
So in other words, you're saying that preparation is essential for your master plan to actually come into effect and working.
Definitely, like preparation is the key point for acting as a referee on the pitch, because there will be certain situations happen which you can't prepare.
Yeah.
So like put the energy on preparing 90% of the game, and then you can focus on the last 10%, which you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, which is a very good allegory for negotiations. Now, there's another question I had. At this year's conference, we also talk about setting boundaries, and that is one of the topics you will speak about during your speech. Now, can you tell me what the importance of setting boundaries is for being on the pitch, for negotiating with the teams when things maybe go wrong or not according to plan?
So actually it's a lot of like communication in between me as a referee and the players. So what I do is like I try to prevent as much as possible. So I talk to them, I let them know like where my boundaries are, like the law book boundaries of course, and my personal boundaries as well. So I let them know that they know exactly how to behave, and it's their decision if they overstep the boundaries or if they behave in the laws of the game. So therefore it's super important like to negotiate with them and do all these prevention things to get everything in order and get everything done.
Okay. One question related to what you just said and what George Kohlrieser talked about today. He talks about the difference between male and female behavior. You've prevailed in a man's world. And would you say that there's any difference for you being a female referee on a pitch with men than being a male referee, maybe, in your perspective on that?
So actually I can't tell you, because I only have my own vision, my female vision on the game. But if you ask the players, which has been done before, so they would tell you that in a perspective of like respect, they definitely behave differently towards a woman being the referee on the football pitch rather than to male colleagues, because it's still in their good behavior that they act accordingly, and they are pretty nice and communicative, and so we have a good tone to speak to each other, and I think that's essential for respectful behavior and for working relationship.
Thank you very much. Now my last question. You're a football referee and you're in a community of great negotiators worldwide. What brings you here? Why have you chosen to work with Schranner Negotiation Institute, and why have you chosen to come to the End Conference?
I'm super excited being here, and I think it's super interesting for me to change the perspective and to have like different influences from different people. And I really hope, and I did already, learn different things which I can adapt to my negotiation on the field. So I'm really looking forward to trying these little tools and see if they work.
Now we want to know the secret. Which tactic will it be on the pitch next time?
I will tell you next year.
Great. Thank you, Bibiana. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Tobias.
Thank
It was
you.
really nice. Thanks.
Thank you.